So let me show you how you're going to go about and solving some of these exercises, because it's crucial that you basically are comfortable getting up and running with these exercises. So in here, have a look. So we've got, getting started exercise. So you'll see that basically here you need to get familiar with IntelliJ, install JDK, yada yada, right? So this exercise in here, so for example, I can compile and run from the terminal, right? So this is a very simple exercise. So basically what I want you to do is just basically take this in here, and if I go back to IntelliJ, and don't worry about this too much for now. So here I'm gonna paste that, and my font is kind of big. Let me just basically put this on a new line so you can see everything. But basically now here, if I run this, you should see that. Hooray. So I've got the output in here and this works. So this exercise is very simple, but I just want to make sure that you can reach to this point. Let's have a look at this exercise, for example. So here, make sure when the following code runs, it only prints "I love cats." Now you can go and basically copy this in here, but what you need to be careful is that, so sometimes you'll see that com.amigos code. If your package name is called differently, i.e. com.yourname, for example, com.john, com.ann, for example, right? So make sure that this is also reflected, and then you can take this. Now here, make sure that the code runs and it only prints "I love cats." So what I'm going to do is, so basically, you know that there's public static void main. So what you could do, you could just take this in here, so whatever is inside, and then paste it within the main method. So here, I can just delete this. I don't need that. Paste that, and you can see that if I run, you can see that it prints "I love cats, I hate cats." Now the exercise says that it should only print "I love cats" and don't delete any code. So I'm not going to do this one because it's part of the exercise, but hopefully you're starting to get the gist. If I go back, let me just walk you through one more exercise. So loops and arrays, for example. So what happens when you try? So these are straightforward, but you'll see that I don't have the com dot and then the package name here. So when you copy stuff across, make sure that when you copy, you copy accordingly, right? Because this also will teach you how you can basically fix all the compilation errors and understand exactly what you are copying from these exercises. I remember when I was teaching this at the bootcamp, people would, copy this and they would say, oh, let me just copy this, for example, go to IntelliJ. And then they would just take everything, paste it, and then be like, oh, but this is not working. Well, of course it's not working because one, this actually needs to be within the package. So the package is missing. So package, and then com.amigos code. There we go. And then also the main class is missing. So public, and then class main in here. There we go. And at this point, I can paste this because I've got everything that I need, right? So basically this is what I want you to do. Yeah. So when you copy stuff across, make sure that you know what you are copying and understand the errors. So if you're missing, the curly bracket, that this is not going to run. Basically, have a look. So reach end of a new file while parsing, right? So I think this is it. Let me just see if I can. So let's just take, for example, files, or let's try dates, for example. Right, so this one. So this is a good example. So write a method that calculates the age on any given date, right? So here I'm giving you a starter code, right? So basically, have a look, public class exercise. So this is the name of the class, right? So if your class is named differently, so you have to change the class, right? So basically what I'm saying is this. So if I take this and then go back to IntelliJ, and if I paste everything there, you can see that basically, let me just import date, but this will fail. Why? Because my class name is called, so have a look, it's called main. It's called main, so this has to be main. If my class was named exercise, so refactor and then exercise, there we go. And now if I paste, so let's just say that we had only the package. If I paste this, you can see that everything works, but I need to import this, right? So I could just put my mouse in there, import class, and you can see that now everything works. So make sure that you are super comfortable doing this, because it will make sure that you understand, you know, how the language works, the syntax, but more importantly, you are attempting the exercises and gaining knowledge through the exercises. But if you have any questions, if you are stuck on the exercises, go to Discord, and in here, so courses, and then Java Masterclass, new post. You can actually search, but you can create a new post, title it, enter a message, and then basically one of us will be able to help. And also, as I said, if someone is asking a question, you know, try and help them. Cool. That's all for now. Catch me on the next one.